Talo for Kia ora and welcome back to Fresh in Your Rugby. Today we're going to react to Italy versus Scotland in the Six Nations. After reacting to this game, I feel like I've achieved something massively in 2025, and that is actually reacting to, I guess, a full first round of a tournament. So congratulations to yourself, mate. Well, let's get into it. These guys are just coming through the tunnel and it looks like they're both wearing the same uniforms. All right, let's go. Big boys, man. Obviously, I feel like Italy going into this game, they're like the underdog. You know, Italy's not really a well-known rugby nation. But I feel like in the last decade, they've made improvements, especially being in the Six Nations, man. So don't worry, Italy. I've already sent Scotland a message to go a little bit easy on you, brothers. Nah, just joking. We'll see how it goes, eh? All right, kick off. Italy kicking off. Scotland. Oh, I just wanted to mention as well, obviously, you probably hear me all of a sudden change who has the ball. It's just the frequency of the highlights. So I'm just going to try and paint that picture for you as you're trying to think about what I'm saying and trying to position you on where the field is. So, not everyone understands the game of rugby. So if you are new to learning about rugby and things like that, I will try my best to interpret what's going on or actually trying to paint a picture for you so you can understand. Okay? Now, once again, the Northern Hemisphere, which is what really got me attractive in the first place to come and do reactions to their games, is because of the atmosphere. Once again, did not let us down. Oh, well, no, didn't let me down, that's for sure. So Scotland has the ball already now. Back into Italy's half. Springing the ball out wide to the left-hand side of the field, straight to the winger. Oh, the winger's making a good break down the line. Scotland are going to work straight away. Forwards pick and go. Once again, it's just attacking the blind side at this stage. 5 meters away from the try line. Scotland are just hitting it up the guts. Forwards just doing hard mahi. Let's do all the hard work. Number 10, a long ball out to number 13, which he didn't really quite regather, but he lost it in the tackle. So it went forward. So we're still in the same sequence of play. So the ref had obviously blown the advantage to Scotland. And 5 meters away from the try line, opted to tap and go. Man, there's some aggressive work from the forwards. They're definitely turning up, Scotland. And nice wraparound from the number 10 to the number 13. He did have numbers on his right-hand side, but he just couldn't give the pass. But however, Scotland just picked it up and just kept going forward. So a nice pick and go. Good teamwork from the forwards and the outside backs there. Scored that try on the far right-hand side. Man, that was a nice, good communication from the back line. It was just a block runner coming through, and then they created space for the man in the back. You call it a back door. And then it was just a nice, simple drive there from there. Ooh. Did he drag that forward with him? It just looked like, he dragged the ball. I guess if he dragged it, then is that not double movement? All right, another sequence already. It just appears to be Scotland all the ball at this stage. Once again at halfway, number 8 hitting it up hard. Scotland going into a nice ruck there. Their plan is just trying to get the ball to the wingers. The forwards are just running hard. Once again, that wraparound. Ooh. And then he threw it back in, but number 11 got in the way. But it bounced off Italy's number 11 as he was coming to make the tackle. And then it bounced backwards. And then the Scotland number 13. Who is that number 13? Jones. Yeah. Because he was just following in the play. So Scotland just once again going down that left-hand side. They seem to be having a lot of success down there. Then the winger passed it back on the inside. Italy defense was actually drifting towards the tackle, but the ball hit him up in the shoulder, and it came off him, and it bounced right into Jones' hands, and then under the post he went. I take it that's going to be another 7 points. So far it's 14-0. Italy finally has the ball. They're in the Scotland 40 meters. Oh, nice switch there from Italy, going right and it's quickly going left to Ioane as winger. But in one of those fancy passes, trying to do those fancy passes from Italy, and then it went behind him and it went out. But once again, another sequence. Italy has the ball, attacking, going from right to left. Oh, Scotland is very quick to bounce on that. Italy had no chance. No chance. They were so quick onto that ruck, man. Far out. It's amazing. Good stuff. You see these big forwards getting around, they're not mucking around. You know, just because they look big doesn't mean that they're not aggressive in their defense. Very fast off the line too. And if you're going for the ball in the ruck, you got to remember it's one of those very dark places, meaning like you just don't know what's going to happen. And you really have to be hard-headed to go in there. And so you can't be thinking, oh man, I don't want to get hurt when you're going in the ruck. You have to harden up, because you're gonna have forwards. Well, at this stage, Italy, they'll be flying at you, trying to blow you off the ruck. But Scotland was equal to the task. Well done. Ref blowing an advantage to Italy, still 40 meters out in Scotland's half. Well, already sequence, I don't know what happened there, but it's a second half already. Man, how quick was that? Well, actually, it was just a camera view. Italy slots it through, penalty, 40 meters out, and it's 14-3 at this stage. Just over halfway, Scotland going right to left. Once again, these wraparound moves, you know, I've already discovering some of the few things that are happening in the Six Nations, and each team has their own identification at this stage for me, which is pretty good. So it was either, I don't know what happened there. What happened? Let me just go back to that. It was Scotland's ball. And then they did an amazing wraparound again through the backs. Oh, I guess I pushed the wrong button. Once again, Scotland is near the try line. It was a line-out. About 15 meters out, driving in. Now 5 meters. Scotland going down on the maul. No. Number 2 breaks away. Oh, everyone. And, oh, beautiful offload from number 2. So it was a maul towards the try line. About 5 minutes away from the try line, 15 meters away from the sideline. And then just keep driving from left to right. And then number 2. Oh, wow. Supplying skills there, number 2. A nice backhand offload. For all you hookers out there on number 2. Well, there you go. You can be fancy too, eh? All right. It's a scrum now. In Scotland's field position. Italy holding it up. Advantage already from the ref. Straight through to the back line. And number 13 runs a nice solid line towards the defense. Still playing the advantage. Yep, so obviously the ref blew the whistle there. Italy going for a kick. Yeah, straight through. You know, it's kind of hard to not to go for the points, especially if you're behind on board, because that can be another pressure game as well. Unfortunately, at this stage, Italy are not, you know, obviously don't have the weapons to break through the walls yet of Scotland at this stage. So kicking seems to be bringing the points in. And the thing is, kicking it from everywhere, which is like 40 meters out, and it's just loading them in, man. No props. Good to see the fans happy. All right, just over half time now. Scotland has the ball once again. Scotland's attacking out wide. You know, they're really taking the ball out wide. And if it's not through hands, it'll be through a wrap. You know, wrap around. But it's really good. Italy's defending well at this stage. Scotland just getting driven back every time they run the ball. So now the halfback decides to kick. Who's that? Ben White. Ooh. Italy went up to contest that high ball, but then it bounced back to Scotland's side. And now Scotland is attacking again. Once again, they're going out wide. Oh, but then there was an intercept. Oh, go boy, go boy. By number 13, Italy. Well done, buddy. Who is that? Bricks. Nacho. Oh, jeez. Sounds like food. Nacho Bricks. That was well done. Intercept pass. Man, he intercepted that. He read it pretty well too. And then he just sprinted pretty much a 40-meter clear run to the try line for Bricks. Ah, he was trying to do a dive. He's got to learn how to adapt to that. That was good though. Like, he gave it a good try, but he can do better. All right, man. So far, it's a fast game, you know, and I can see, although Italy are not breaking through the line, they're obviously finding other means to do that, which is like, for example, how they intercepted that ball just before. So once again, it's a scrum, Scotland's ball. I don't know which half we're in. I think they're inside. They're inside their own half, just 20 meters out. Once again, they're heading out wide. It's a wide ball. It's like coast to coast. And then the number 14 just broke away from them. There's some poor defense from Italy there. Man. Once again, Scotland just too much weapon. Too much bloody jet stars outside, man. Who was that? Scotland again. Jones. So it was a scrum in their 22, and then Scotland just gave a coast-to-coast ball from one side to the other. And then the 14 just broke away and made about at least a 40-meter dash. And then there was just no one there. And then on the right-hand side, he just gave it to Jones, and all he had to do was dive under the post. 24-19. Well, oh my goodness. It appears to be closer than, you know, obviously these are just highlights, but the game is actually closer. 65th minute, 19-26, Scotland's leading once again. Another scrum. They are now inside Italy's move. Another wraparound. Oh my goodness. And then a ball to number 14 again. It's just straightening it up. Italy, they can't deal with this wraparound, man. It's such a good strategy to have though. Straight backdoor ball all the way to Jones again. Jones trying to size him up. Oh, bro. He was tackled, but I don't know. He just got those Michael Jordan hands. He just reached out and scored a try. I didn't think he was going to reach the try line. But man, once again, that wraparound is proving to be identification so far for Scotland. Something to watch out for. And they're always taking it out wide. So they'll do a wraparound and then they'll take it out wide. But it's not just that. It's just the brilliance and the timing of the players just making every single play count, which is what's so good about it. You know, we're running with pace, man. Like, this is where the skills of running, passing, and catching comes in. And they did not disappoint. They did not disappoint. Man, Scotland is just, yeah, they're just a bit too good at this stage. 1931. 72nd minute now. Italy 20 meters away from the try line. Oh, the scrum half takes the ball up. That's what they needed. I think that's what Italy needed. They needed a halfback that would, well, according to what I'm just seeing here, is they needed a halfback that can run the ball, you know. Because that's a substitute, that fellow. I just saw the number. There's a different number on him. But I reckon he'll do well. So once again, Italy just, you know, just when they look like they're breaking the line, and then great defense from Scotland, and then it just stops them on the spot. 5 meters, 5 meters line out away from their try line for Italy. Number 12 hits a nice hard line. Now they're just running in the ruck. It looks like it's going to be a pass to the forwards. Another pod trying to go through. Now they're just pumping his legs. great example, not giving up on the play. Once again, forwards are looking at doing a pick and go, but they're not going anywhere. Is it a turnover? Oh my goodness, Scotland turned the ball over. Shucks. And now it's a penalty. Penalty. Because there's a forward that just kept trying to go over the ruck, trying to climb over everyone. And then that was it. 31-19. I mean, a lot of points were scored for Italy by penalties. And, you know, in these international games, you got to take your opportunities as they come. And so, you know, obviously the captain was like, man, because the scoreboard can be a pressuring thing as well if you don't pay attention, and you really don't want to lose those points as well. So Italy, I don't think they really got to show up and do what they did. But look, Scotland, it's a well-developed nation of rugby. You know, they've been around for a very long time, and obviously they have a lot of experienced players in there. And it looks like Italy's is, you know, they're having new players they're trying to blood and bring them through. But the good thing is, you know, it's good that Italy's in this comp because they're actually growing and improving. You know, you can't be too mad at yourself. Let's go to the comment section and see what everyone is saying about the game. We'll just have a look at a few comments. Let's just go. Italy played well, but Scotland were just at a different level. Yeah, I agree with you there, my man. Their runs and passing and attack were so crisp. Yeah, that's what I was just saying before. And you know, as much as you want to do all these fancy stuff and these fancy moves, they won't work if you don't know how to run the lines and pass the ball. Most of the time, as I was just having a coaching session today with my boys, and I realized some of them they wanted to, you know, to actually pass the ball, but they hesitated. The reason is when you see a player and he runs with the ball and he has an open man, whether it could be to his left or could be to his right. And one of the reasons why he won't pass it is because he's not confident to do it. Yeah? And so that stops a lot of them from progressing forward, especially their comfortable side just might be the only side that they're comfortable with. But that's why you got to practice both sides, left and right. And so it's really important for the young fellas, for young fellas that are coming up, to learn how to pass right and left, because not only in a jogging pace, but in full pace. If you watch how Scotland is attacking, after they do a double round or a wrap around, then they will coast the ball. Now, when I say coast, that means it's going to go all the way to the other side to the winger. And that was obviously the game plan, according to the highlights that I saw. So, another comment, whoever they telling scrum half was at the end of the game, he was amazing. Well, didn't I say he needed the halfback that needs to break the line and, run the ball? Because, yeah, that was the first time that I saw it. You know, the other times from the highlights, it was just off the ruck. Nothing wrong with it. But sometimes when the halfback takes the ball and run and attacks the line, he becomes an extra attack. Okay, so when he becomes an extra attacker, there's less numbers on defense. So for example, if you have 2 on defense, so if let's say a 2v2, but if the halfback takes the ball, it all of a sudden it becomes a 3v2. So that's the kind of a picture that you see as a halfback when you're doing that. But look, I'm not very disappointed at all. I mean, the score is not really that far apart, but Scotland, obviously, their level of skills and playing is at a different level from Italy. But now, Italy, my brothers, you know, as the team that I picked, because to do well, you know, I love picking teams that are underdog because they can surprise anyone. It wasn't your day, but definitely, I'm pretty sure you've beaten Scotland before. Well, could be wrong. There's always a time where you will beat these top teams, Italy. So don't be disappointed. Everyone has their own good and bad days in the office. But today is just we just have to take what was given. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. That's just my take on the and that completes my first round reactions for the Six Nations. Yeah, well done, man. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. What do you reckon about the game? You know, who was your favorite player and so forth. All right, thank you, everyone, and have a good Sabbath tomorrow, everyone, in the Northern Hemisphere. All right, take care, everyone. Thank you for watching. Cheers.